Hi, welcome to HR Tuesday Tips with the Millers. And today we're going to be actually focusing on a new law that's actually going to be impacting many of our small and medium and large sized businesses. So today we're going to take a look at the new overtime ruling to help you get into compliance and know the facts that you need to abide by. So Janine, let's talk about this. What does it impact?
Okay, basically the hardest hit are actually going to be small business, not-for-profits, retail, restaurants, call centers, and there's actually, from what I can understand, nobody immune to the particular law. The expected costs are astronomical, actually. $1.8 billion is the estimation in the first year of the implementation of this law. So again, it's talking about the exempt, non-exempt classification of employees. Exempt are those exempt from overtime. They're your classic salaried employees that we're used to. So that's really what we're talking about. So we're going into having to look at that differently.
Okay. And so what will it basically entail? Some of the steps and some of the things that small business and medium and large size businesses need to be aware of and be prepared to do.
Okay, so first of all, right off the bat, you need to really look at the positions that you have and look at all the positions that will be under that minimum salary requirement, which is $9.13 a week. So that's just, for some reason, they want us to use a weekly rate rather than the salary annually that we're used to. You need to determine the work patterns of your employees. So of those employees that you think might be in that status, you have to really go out and ask them, you know, how often are you really working beyond the 40 hours a week? So we can get a real handle on what is this going to cost us. Because the bottom line is, if the overtime costs will exceed that minimum of $9.13 a week, you then might consider them to be exempt and just pay them that salaried wage rather than an hourly rate. Then of course you have to look at your budget and say, you know, how is this going to impact it? How am I going to balance the budget? And you determine pay based on that. You're going to need to develop a very strong record-keeping system. That's probably one of the biggest things, because for whatever reason, I read that continuously, the compliance with tracking time is going to be very much something that would be something for an audit. So you need to be sure you have a good tracking system. The big issue I'm finding with my clients is for those going from exempt to non-exempt, trying to understand, wait a minute, how do I change the way I work now? I usually get emails at night, or I check my texts or answer a phone call. That's not going to be something you want to practice, because all of that time will be compensable for those people that are moving from exempt to non-exempt. So you're going to have to really talk to your supervisors, retrain them on how to work with those individuals, what they were used to before, with those casual evening, panic texts, I want an answer to this. You have to think twice about that, because all of that time will be compensable if those exempt employees end up going non-exempt.
Well, that's a lot of stuff to consider.
Yes, it is.
So we provided a basic high-level overview for you here today, and what we're going to do is next week we're going to continue on this journey, and we're going to give you some things to consider as far as weighing your options, or what are the best practices you can take a look at. So thank you for joining us today. I'm Lori Miller of Developing Professionals.
And I'm Janine Miller.
And sit back, relax, we got this.